Inequalities. Once again, here we're going to solve this inequality. Let me rewrite it down here. Have 7x plus 3 is greater than 2x plus 13. Alright. Now, what I want is the x's together on the left, and I want the numbers together on the right. So that's how I want it. This is greater than or equal to. So I subtract 2x from over here. So I don't have a 2x on this side, on the right hand side anymore. You see that? Notice what happened in the meantime. I'm going to have a greater than or equal to 13 alone. But when I subtract this 2x from the right, I must subtract it from the left as well. So you see, I'm going to have 7x plus 3 minus 2x. Now, next thing I want to do is get rid of this 3, because I want x's alone. How do I get rid of the 3? Subtract it, of course. So I'm going to have 7x plus 3 minus 2x is greater than or equal to 13. Then I do the subtraction here. So a minus 3 on the left, minus 3 on the right. You see that? Now, here, 3 minus 3 is 0. So I have 7x minus 2x greater than or equal to 13 minus 3 is 10. So 7 minus 2 is what? 7x minus 2x. You have 7x's and take 2x's away, you're left with 5x greater than or equal to 10. You can say 5 times what gives you 10? Or if you divide both sides by 5, what you're going to get is x is greater than or equal to 10 divided by 5, which gives you 2. So the answer, x is greater than 2. You see that? So that is your answer here. Now, I want to make a little adjustment to this question here. 7x plus 3. So I have one other question similar to that. 7x plus 3 is greater than or equal to. Greater than or equal to what now? I have, in this case, 9x minus, let's say, 15 minus 15. I want to solve this. Pause the video and solve this one for me. And tell me what you get when you solve it. Alright. You paused and you did that. Now, here, this is 7x plus 3 greater than or equal to 9x minus 15. But I want to subtract the 9x from the right, because I don't want any more x over to the right. But now that I subtract from the right, you know what I should do? I should subtract from the left as well. So a minus 9x from the left as well. So here now, what I have is 7x. Let's put the 9x right in front. You can always do that. Plus 3 is greater than or equal to. Here, 9x minus 9x is 0. So it's negative 15. You see that? Now, what I have is 7x minus 9x is what? It is negative x. Then I have plus 3 is greater than or equal to negative 15. Now, here, if I subtract 3 from both sides to get rid of the 3 over here and have the 3 subtracted over here. Now, I have negative x. I want it. Let's put it in blue. Negative x is greater than or equal to negative 15 minus 3 is? It is 12. Now, here, negative 15 minus 3 is 12. Now, negative x, we're going to have to multiply this by negative 1. Oh, it's negative 12 here. But the x is negative. You want positive 12 is greater than or equal to or less than or equal to. Guess what now? Negative x. You must multiply by negative 1. So you end up with a positive x. Negative times negative give a positive and the x remains. Now, anytime you have a negative x and you change the sign, you must switch around the equality sign as well. The greater than or equal to, negative 12 will become less than or equal to negative 12. But the negative 12 must multiply by negative 1 as well. You see that? So, here, x is less than or equal to 12. So, here, if you have a negative x equals 5, no, not equal, is greater than 5. When you change the sign of x from negative to positive, it will become positive x. You're going to have positive x is less than negative 5. The 5 become negative because when you change the sign of x, you're multiplying by a negative 1. So it's negative x times negative 1 gives you positive x. But if you multiply the left hand side by a number, you must multiply the right hand side by the same number. Now, how does this make any sense in reality? Well, we want to see how that actually works. You see, how does that really work? If you have a thermometer and in the freezer you have 0 degrees, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 degrees and so on. Below 0 you have negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5. Now, here, X, let's say X is the temperature. -2. So -2. Oh. Let's not use -2. Negative X must be greater than -5. So let's use 2 less than -5. 2 is less than -5, not greater than. In terms of the thermometer, greater than mean warmer than. Less than mean colder than. So -6 is here. -6 would be colder than -5. -6 is less than -5. As you can see, -6 is below -5. But up top here, as you can see, 6 will be greater than 5. So, what you really have here, right, is a situation where you have -6 is below -5, but up here +6 is above +5. So if you change the sign of 6 from negative to positive, you switch this around from less than to greater than, and of course the sign of the 5 will change too. When you change the sign from +6 to -6, you switch the sign around from greater than to less than, and of course the 5, +5 becomes -5 as well. So it makes sense to change the sign around. Let us look at 2 other numbers. Here, a temperature can be 1 degree, and that 1 degree is greater, higher than -4. So you see, 1 is greater than -4. You can see -4 is down here. It's below 0, below freezing. You know that water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius. It's below freezing. So 1 degree Celsius is a higher temperature, greater than -4. But now, let's see what happened. -1. -1 is here. If you multiply -1 by a +1 by a -1, it becomes negative. If you multiply -4 by a -1, it becomes a positive. But what happened to the sign? -1 and 4. 4 is up here. So -1 is below 4, colder than 4, less than 4. So -1 is less than 4. So you have to switch the sign around. You see that? Alright, so we will look some more on inequalities at a later date.